Good morning, students. In the previous class, we studied the importance of maps and various types of maps were used in different fields. Today, we study the history of maps and essential elements of maps. First, we study about the history of maps. Look at your textbook. There are some figures. Changes of maps during different periods are shown in figures 1 to 6. First one, Mesopotamian map. The Mesopotamian plates prepared on baked clay plates about 5000 years ago are considered the oldest maps. Plates means phalaga. The Mesopotamian plates are prepared on baked clay plates. It was prepared about 5000 years ago. The Mesopotamian map are considered as the oldest map. On these plates, there were specific lines and symbols that helped to depict the peculiarities of even small places. In the Mesopotamian map, there are lines and symbols. These lines and symbols help to depict the peculiarities of even small places. Another second figure, Anaximander's world map. This map were prepared on leather and bronze plates during the period of the Greek philosopher Anaximander, who is believed to have prepared the first map. Anaximander was a Greek philosopher. He was prepared the first map. Anaximander's world map is considered as the first map. This map were prepared on leather and bronze plates. The first map was prepared by the Greek philosopher Anaximander. He was born in Miletus of Asia Minor in 610 BC. Which is the oldest map? Mesopotamian map. Who prepared the first map? Who prepared the first world map? The Greek philosopher Anaximander prepared the first world map. The inventions of the Greek mathematician Eratosthenes and the contributions of astronomers like Hipparchus and Ptolemy helped more in preparing maps. The voyage by sailors and explorers like Columbus and Magellan led to the preparation of more accurate maps. Mercator, who is known as the father of modern cartography. Who is known as the father of modern cartography? Mercator. And Abraham Ortelius, who prepared an atlas by combining many maps, gave new insights into the making of modern maps. Who first prepared an atlas? Abraham Ortelius. What is called atlas? An atlas is a collection of maps. Abraham Ortelius, who prepared an atlas by combining many maps. An atlas is a collection of many maps. These atlas gave new insights into the making of modern maps. The contributions of Greek, Roman, Arab and Indian geographers to the development of modern cartography are significant. We studied the history of maps started with the clay plates. The oldest map is Mesopotamian map. This Mesopotamian plate maps are prepared with the clay plates. Now, technology advanced. With the advancement of technology, it has now reached the level of computer-aided maps. The history of started with clay plates. Now, the technology advanced. We reached the level of computer-aided maps. In this fast developing world, maps have also changed with the times. With the help of computers, map making has reached a stage where exact location, details about a place and three-dimensional views are possible on a mouse click. With the help of computers, now we know about Exact location details about a place and three-dimensional views are possible on a mouse click. The study of maps known as cartography. Cartography is the science of map making. The term cartography was derived from the French words carte and graphic. Carte means map and graphic means drawing. Cartography. The word cartography was derived from the French words carte means maps and graphic means drawing. One who prepares map is known as cartographer. One who prepares maps is known as cartography. The study of map is known as cartography. One who prepares map is known as cartographer. Next topic, sketch and plan. Observe the pictures given below. Two pictures of the same locality are given below. You observe these two pictures. Picture A gives the sketch showing the way to Ramu's school. Ramu has marked in the sketch the way to his school to enable his friend Gobu, a student of another school, to reach his school. There are no symbols to show the direction or to measure the distance in picture A as shown in picture B. But still Ramu succeeds in guiding his friend Gobu to his school. Ramu prepared a sketch, that sketch showing the way to Ramu's school. For what purpose he prepared a sketch? It enabled his friend Gobu, a student of another school, to reach his school. In this picture, in this sketch, there are no symbols to show the direction or to measure the distance. But Ramu succeeds in guiding his friend Gobu to his school. Why Ramu succeeds in guiding his friend Gobu to his school? In picture A, arrow marks to reach the destination are given in picture A. In picture A, the details required to reach the destination are given. Ramu prepared the sketch. In this sketch, Ramu shows the details required to reach the destination. In this picture, there has no symbols, no measurements are not given. But the details required to reach the destinations are given in picture A. So, Ramu succeeds in guiding his friend Gobu to his school. Such types of pictures are known as sketch. Sketches are drawings having limited information about a place drawn from one's own memory or by observing that place. What is sketch? Sketches are drawings having limited information about a place drawn from one's own memory or by observing that place. ഒരു പ്ലേസിനെ പറ്റി ലിമിറ്റഡ് ഇൻഫോർമേഷൻസ് ഉപയോഗിച്ച് വരയ്ക്കുന്നതിനെയാണ് സ്കെച്ചസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Sketches are drawings having limited information about a place drawn from one's own memory or by observing that place. Look at picture B. Picture B shows the plan of the place where Ramu's school is located. Picture B is a plan. In picture B has a scale and a symbol showing the north direction. This is a plan. What are called the plans? Plans are prepared based on exact measurements, location details, scales and directions. Maps are clear and accurate illustration of comparatively larger areas. Maps are helps to clear and accurate illustration of comparatively larger areas. Next topic, essential elements of maps. Observe the map given below in figure 6.1. What are the essential elements of maps? Title, scale, direction, latitude and longitude, conventional symbols and colors, index. We study about the importance of each one of them. First one, title. Title indicates the area depicted and the content of the map. It is usually given at the top of the map. One of the important element of map is title. This title indicates the area depicted and the content of the map. Look at the figure 6.1. This is the map of a Kerala physiography. What is the title? Kerala physiography. Title is always given at the top of the map. Another important element, scale. Letter B indicates scale. Shall we draw the plan of our school buildings? First we have to measure the length and breadth of the building using a measure tape. Assume that the length is 30 meters and the breadth is 10 meters. Can you draw a plan of the school using these measurements? Can you draw a plan of the school using 30 meters length and 10 meters breadth? First step, try to draw the length and breadth of the building as such on a paper. You will find that it is not possible. It is not possible. 30 meters length and 10 meters breadth are not to draw on a paper. Next step, shall we draw 30 meters as 30 centimeters? Okay, now it is possible to draw. We cannot draw only 30 meters, but this 30 meters is considered as 30 meters is possible to draw on a large sheet of paper. So we adopt this method. 30 meters is considered as 30 centimeter. Similarly, the breadth of the building is considered as 10 meters as 10 centimeters. Then we draw the plan of our school. Draw the length and breadth of the building. First, we measure the length and breadth of our school. The length is 30 meters and breadth is 10 meters. Then we draw the length and breadth of the building on a paper. But we find that it is not possible. So, we should adopt a method. What method? 30 meters considered as 30 centimeters and 10 meters considered as 10 centimeters. Now it is possible to draw the plan of our school on a large sheet of paper. We adopt a technique. That technique is known as scale. Scale is the technique that we have adopted to draw length and breadth conveniently. What is the purpose of scale? To draw length and breadth conveniently. We adopt a method. What method? We adopt 30 meters as 30 centimeters and 10 meters at 10 centimeters. Scale is the technique that we have adopted to draw length and breadth conveniently. Here, length and breadth are represented on a scale of 1 centimeter to 1 meter. In this plan, we considered 1 centimeter to 1 meter. We adopted 1 meter to 1 meter is considered as 1 centimeter. What is called a scale? Scale is the relative distance used to represent the distance between two places on the earth. Scale is the relative distance used to represent the distance between two places on the earth. Scale should be maintained while preparing maps. Through this, large areas can be drawn on a paper with accuracy. Moreover, scale can be used to measure the actual distance between places on a map. While we prepare a maps, scale can be adopted. Scale can be used to measure the actual distance between places on a map. By adopting scale, larger areas can be drawn on a paper with accuracy. Scale can be depicted in 3 ways. Different maps with different scales. What are they? Statement method, representative fraction method, and graphical method. In statement method, 1 centimeter to 10 kilometer. 10 kilometer represent 1 centimeter. Representative fraction method, 1 is to 10 lakhs. Another scale method, graphical scale method. In this method, a graphical representation shown. What is the purpose of scale? Scales can be used to measure the actual distance between places on a map. Another important element, direction. Another important element of map, direction. Direction is another major element of a map. There are 4 major directions. They are north, south, east and west. Magnetic compass is an instrument to find out directions. Which is the instrument to find out directions? Magnetic compass. Magnetic compass means vadakku nokki yantram. Major directions can be divided into 4 subdivisions. They are northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. Directions are essential to understand the exact location of places on a map. Directions are help to understand the exact location of places on a map. Another important element of map, latitudes and longitudes. Observe figure 6.4. Lines drawn horizontally across the globe and maps are called the latitudes. They are shown in degrees. Lines drawn horizontally across the globes and maps are called the latitudes. These latitudes are shown in degrees. The horizontal line drawn exactly at the center of the globe is called the equator. Horizontal line drawn exactly at the center of the globe is equator. Equator is the 0 degree latitude. Which is the 0 degree latitude? Equator. Imaginary circles drawn parallel to the equator are called the latitudes. Imaginary lines drawn parallel to the equator are called the latitudes. Latitudes are marked north and south of the equator up to 90 degree. All latitudes are shown in degrees. Latitudes are marked north and south of the equator up to 90 degree. 90 degree north latitude is known as North Pole and 90 degree south latitude is known as the South Pole. Lines drawn perpendicular to latitudes and joining the north and south poles are called longitudes. Lines drawn perpendicular to latitudes. These lines are joining the north and the south poles. These lines are called longitudes. They are also shown in degrees. Imaginary semicircle that join north and south poles are called longitudes. They are also shown in degrees. There are 360 longitude line in a globe. The major longitudes: 0 degree known as prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. 0 degree longitude known as prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. Greenwich meridian that passes through the Greenwich Observatory in London, England. The prime meridian divides Earth into the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Another major longitude is 180 degree longitude. The longitudinal line 180 degrees from Greenwich is known as the international date line. A place on maps and globe is located on the basis of latitude and longitudes. A place on maps and globes is located on the basis of latitudes and longitudes. Identify the latitudes and longitudes between India is located. India lies between 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north latitude and 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east longitude situated. India lies between 8 degree 4 minute north latitude and 37 degree 6 minute north latitude and 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east longitude situated India. Another important element of map: conventional signs and symbols. Features of the Earth's surface like mountains, plateaus, plains, water bodies, roads, settlements, agricultural lands, etc. are depicted on maps using internationally accepted colors, signs and symbols. We draw a map. Mountains, plateaus, plains, etc. are depicted on maps using internationally accepted colors, signs and symbols. Colors like green color. Green color represents forest. Yellow color represents agriculture lands. Red color shows buildings, roads, etc. Blue color represents water bodies, streams, ponds, etc. Brown color represents rocky regions. Black color represents railway lines, latitude and longitude lines. Another essential element of map: index. Index is the key to map reading. Index represents the colors and signs on a map. Characteristics of a map is understood using the index. Index represents the colors and signs on a map. Which are the major elements of a map? Title, scale, direction, latitude and longitude, conventional symbols and colors, index. These are the essential elements of maps. Maps prepared using these elements are accurate and clear. Today we studied about History of maps. What is the difference between a sketch and a plan? What are the essential elements of maps? Today's class is winding up.